Hello everyone and welcome to iDecision 2012. As you will see in this video, iDecision is an evolution of decision business management, which as we all know, is a very successful business intelligence solution due to its simplicity for end users. iDecision is available on all mobile platforms for both tablets and smartphones. iDecision application has two new components to it: mobile reporting and dashboards. In order to access your iDecision mobile application, users must create a mobile account with the same user and password they have in their Decision desktop version. Once users are logged in, they will have access to the same business areas as their desktop account. However, to gain access to their mobile reports, it is critical that users must save their favorite queries as macros in their desktop version of Decision. In order to access their dashboards, users can simply select which dashboards they prefer to work with by merely selecting from the available list of dashboards in their user account. Here in this example, users can drill down to different regions, such as South America, the North American region, as well as the Australian region, to view their sales. Users also have the option of changing the timeline they would like to analyze. Please remember, in order to gain access to your mobile reports, users must save their favorite queries as macros. Here we can see reports by group client. You can also see sales flash reports and graphs. Next, we would like to show you how iDecision looks on a smartphone platform. Again, users must enter with their Decision ID and password in order to have access to their saved reports. They can also view dashboards as well. As you can see, iDecision runs very smoothly. You can also zoom in order to view specific details you would like to focus on. And one other feature I would like to mention is that iDecision also has the capability of emailing your dashboard and reports so that you can share them with your colleagues, as we can see here in the video. Next, we would like to show you the next generation of iDecision dashboards with the cockpit view. As you can see here, you can see them in a cockpit view in 3D. You can also change to a 2D format. Change here. And also a semi where it rotates from left to right. All three views can contain the same dashboards. But here, what I'd like to introduce to you today is the interaction of the dashboards. As you can see here, you can just click, it will retrieve the dashboard of your preference. And here we can immediately see by conditional formatting where there are two problem areas here. One in the margin in our second subsidiary and one in sales in our third subsidiaries. Let's click on our subsidiary and see the sales analysis. Here we see the products at the top that we sell, the regions where we distribute to, the monthly sales trend for each region, the distributors' channels, and their clients. So here as we analyze this, at the top we see notebooks very easily was where the issue is because it's in orange. Then the region, here is the Americas in orange as well. We can click on that to get a more detailed view. The monthly sales trend we can see here. Okay, it was low in the 1 month and it went up. Now we can see the distributor channels. Here we can see the sales by this agency and here by this distributor, and we can see who the clients are. As you can see here, we can also sort and resort by clients. Once we've analyzed this, we can go back to the main page, and now we can drill down to the margin, see where the problem is here. Here immediately we can see that our headquarter profits are at 7%, which is below our standard of what our expectations are. And we can see that that is probably influenced by the sale of oil and the exchange rate. Now what if the price of oil would go up? We will see what kind of impact. That would have a negative impact on our profits, as you can see here, the status quo versus where we would be. Versus what if the exchange rate would go down? We would see where we would be. We would be at 9.7%, still in the red. So we would need that exchange rate plus here to be somewhere at a decent profit rate. This is an excellent way to measure your profits and what if analysis with the simulator tool. Now if we go back to the main page, zoom out, a very good DuPont analysis for all the CFOs out there to be able to simulate what if our total operating costs would go down, what effect it would have on our return on equity. As you can see here, it'll be at 96% if we can cut costs. You can also see how that affects through this hierarchy. Return on assets. Speaking of which, current assets, we can do the same thing on this end. See how that would affect the overall. Now for the sales department, we have this sales report here for region. We can see 2009 versus 2008. We can also have pop-ups here where we can see one region, 2009 versus 2008, side by side. We can see how they're performing right here. So again, we can do by amount. We can sort which region has the highest in 2008 versus 2009. You can see they're pretty much the same. Second place changes. You can do very detailed analysis here. Also, you can drill down from one region to the state level, just like you do, and you can see the performance of each individual state, who's performing and who's underperforming. You can also see it by month, by state. You can also launch the ink, and let's say you want to send a message to somebody. You can confirm that, and here you can send it as a memo. You can add a topic here, sales region, and you can also attach documents to this, let people reply, see what category. All this for communication purposes in your sales. So, and you can see, you can keep track here of how many memos you've sent out or who has sent them out, date and time. Another feature is very useful is the exporting to PowerPoint. You can see here we can click this offline, it'll wrap it, download it. If we'd like to, we can save this and take it with us. And here, as you can see in our PowerPoint, as it's loading, we have the same interaction as we did in our dashboards. You can zoom in, zoom out in a PowerPoint presentation. Imagine the impact of this while you're giving a a presentation to your audience. They can clearly follow and see as you're explaining to them where the deficiencies and the shortcomings are in your sales. Very, very powerful tool for presentations. Here, you can also zoom in if you like and show them very clearly where the deficiencies are. Zoom back out. As you can see, that was totally in PowerPoint presentation. Other additional features you can export to Excel, the CVS file. You can also take snapshots. You can also add a gadget. Let's say here, this object. And as you can see on our desktop, we now have a gadget. We have options. We can make that transparent. We can have a refresh time of, let's say, 5 seconds. We can also position it wherever we like on our desktop. Okay. We'd like to thank you very much for joining us today in this, and we hope you will join us again in future videos. Thank you very much.